me?
No.
Why not?
Not for me, babes.
Because I'm not a boy or because I'm not an attractive lady?
Next question. Ow! Did you slipped?
Rude. So, have you had sex with a girl?
No. Like, it was like an emo. Had hairspray and stuff on. Oh god, you
I had
shivered.
a shiver.
Oh god, not an emo. Oh.
No, I was cold. I would not know.
Why do you not know?
Because I haven't.
But why are you so disgusted?
I'm not disgusted. I'm just the fact that you think I have and I haven't.
Your voice is not like Kermit. See that kind of reaction, you know.
I'm going with this. I don't know. I don't know. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't say it.
Yeah, but I do watch straight porn.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with
Me.
River. He's back again. It feels like forever since you've seen him, but he's back. And we're gonna do a little bit of a personal Q&A, answer some questions. Pretty much, I asked you guys what sort of questions you would like to ask your gay friends, which you're too embarrassed to ask. So, I have a gay friend.
Who has no shame.
We're gonna embarrass him, not on purpose, but we are just gonna ask him some questions that you're too embarrassed to ask your friends. Are you okay with this?
Oh, I don't care, yeah.
You're gonna consent to this?
I had a threesome in a toilet. Next.
Is that gonna get me demonetised?
I don't know, depends what your questions are.
That's definitely gonna get cut out. So I've got a few questions, I've written them all down, and we're just gonna ask River. If you don't want to answer, can we make you shot?
Shot what?
Dunno, should we find something?
I'll answer them all.
Okay. Well,
Go on.
let's get started. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Okay, first question.
Yeah.
Are you only attracted to men?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but I do watch straight porn.
Okay. Are you attracted to your friends?
No. I don't really have a lot of friends. Oh, no.
You're not attracted to me?
No.
Why not?
Not for me, babes.
Because I'm not a boy or because I'm not an attractive lady?
Next question. Ow! Did you slipped?
Rude.
Are you attracted to me?
To be fair, the other day though, I said you look really fit in that video.
I do. Which one?
It was a Halloween one. I was like, he's looking good. If he wasn't gay.
And fat, no bees.
Sure.
Maybe.
How did your parents react when you told them you were gay?
They were fine. They knew before me.
Did they?
They knew since I was like 5. I used to put a tea towel on my head and like sing to the Spice Girls. Yo, I'll tell you
what I want, what I really, really want. Oh, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Boys, penis, boys, penis, boys, penis. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Would you class yourself the man or the woman in the relationship?
I get like.
Is that a question you get asked all the time?
Yeah, like who's the man? And there's no like.
50-50.
It's just not even like what. Go on, explain.
I hope this doesn't sound.
It probably will.
Insulting.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes in a relationship there'll be a guy who's maybe more camp and a guy who's more like not camp, or one who I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say anything to upset anyone, but like say maybe with lesbians there might be a very, very girly lesbian, and then there could be another short-haired, wears shorts, not so much girly lesbian. Do you get what I mean?
But you can get that with like I know straight couples, and then like the female works on like a construction yard.
Yeah, so she's very boyish. Yeah. So she could be like, oh, I'm the man in the relationship, even though it's a male and a female.
I just think it's such like an outdated thing. Like,
does it annoy you when people ask that?
Yeah, I don't. It annoys me like this sort of stuff anyway, because when people are like, oh, like you have to come out and stuff. Like straight people don't have to come out. You know, straight people like. They don't have to have like a male and a female. Like there's just more on that.
Yeah.
I get very political.
I understand.
I don't go to gay pride as well.
I've got some questions down there about that.
Girl. But so to re-thingy, so I'm probably a bit more camp when I'm acting up.
Yeah.
So I'd probably be the female one.
But you don't like that term anyway.
No, I don't know. But then I'm the one that's training to go into like the army and like
Yeah,
working
that is
out.
like
So
complete opposite.
there's,
Of
you know
being
me.
camp.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like normal, and then sometimes I'm like, hey, bitch, what you doing? Like it depends on when I'm played up, when I'm River and when I'm Sean.
They don't know your name.
And then girl.
They do now. So I'm gonna go with the highest question because I think it's going to be no, but then we can work our way down. If I ask the lowest question, there's no point looking up, if that makes sense. So, have you had sex with a girl?
No.
Have you ever had a girlfriend?
When I was in like high school, but it was more just like so I wouldn't get bullied.
Do you get bullied?
I got bullied in high school.
For being gay?
Yeah. Not as bad as what I thought.
Yeah.
There was a guy there who openly came out as bisexual, and he used to like, he was like an emo. Had hairspray and stuff on. Oh god, you shiver.
I did shiver.
Oh, god. Not an emo. Oh.
No, I was cold.
Dirty
I've got goosebumps.
We all saw that.
That's an emo.
And he used to put like hairspray on, and people chased him around with a lighter and trying to set his hair on fire.
That's horrible.
So I didn't get bullied as much as
Was
what I thought I would.
Starting?
Yeah. But even like now, you know, I still get looks. I still get.
Yeah.
There is like an element of it, and it'll never leave you.
Sorry, I've gone really cold again. I'm trying my hardest not to shiver.
I'm thinking to go a robe over you.
So, have you ever kissed a girl?
Yeah.
More than just a peck on the lips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do it like all the time when I was in college and stuff with my friends, even though I was openly gay. There was like one time we was doing a theatre show in college, and we were just like kissing in like the like wing thing.
Yeah.
And then when we went out, I got back off stage and realised I had like
lipstick. Was it yours or hers?
It wasn't.
Who did you tell first that you were gay?
Probably my oldest brother who's in the army. I was like family wise, yeah. I don't remember who, like
friendship wise.
Yeah. And I was more like worried about telling him because I look up to him.
Yeah, and you thought he would disapprove over anyone that would upset you.
And I've got both my brothers were. He's still in the army. My other brother was in the army and left, so they both were in the army, but they were both like fine.
Yeah.
You know. We used to go out for like family meals. My oldest brother would be like, "Oh, Sean, he's fit over there."
Oh, I love that.
And my mum would be like, "Oh," she'd be a bit more like prude.
So she got 2 sons and a daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any advice for someone who does want to come out, is a little bit scared, doesn't know how family or friends are going to react? What advice would you give them?
Don't do it. Don't
come out.
Don't tell people. You don't have to tell people.
Oh, okay.
You know, if you've got a brother or a sister, do they come home like everyone gather around? You know, I'm gonna have a girlfriend. I'm straight. Don't do it. If you want to do it, you just do it. Like, you know, suss out your environment. Do you feel safe? If you feel safe, you know, just live your life. If you don't feel safe, you know, and I probably would say hide it if you don't feel safe, because there are people out there, if you live in a certain area, there are people out there who will try and attack you for being gay. So if you don't feel safe, don't do it. But, you know, don't feel like you have to come out. Don't feel like you have to tell people. Yeah, I do feel like you've got
like a big point there. Like, if you're straight, you don't come home and be like, "Mum, I fancy boys." Like, you don't feel the need that you have to tell them. So I feel like, why should you have to feel the need to tell them that you don't fancy boys, you fancy girls instead? Like, I'd like to think if I came out to my family, they wouldn't be bothered. I mean, I know I'm straight, but I do think someone could come along who was a girl, who was like amazing, and I was like, oh my god, I'm absolutely in love with her. I know I'm straight, but I also think it's the person, not so much the gender.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, I know I fancy boys, and I've never had a girlfriend or fancied a girl, but I never rule out the fact that one day I couldn't or could. Like, I don't know. And if that day did come along, I know my parents would be like,
whatever.
Yeah. But not everyone's family is like that. So I do understand. Hard one. Does it annoy you when people say, when's straight pride month?
No.
Does it not?
And I agree with that. Like, I don't think... people... See, the thing with gay pride is I've been to like one or two of them, and I don't go to them because they don't represent what they actually represent. So, do you know why we have gay pride? Do you know what they do?
I thought the whole reason of gay pride was being gay wasn't accepted, it wasn't allowed. So when it was accepted, they wanted to celebrate that.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't have straight gay pride, because you've not had to fight for the right to fancy the opposite sex.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought it was. It was to celebrate being able to have that right.
Yeah, but then on the same respect, you know, you're then putting yourself above straight people by saying, oh, we've celebrated so we can do it. From what I believe, gay pride was a like a tribute to all the people who died of HIV and AIDS, and they used to let off lanterns, and it was like a thing out of respect.
I didn't know that.
And then now you have like the gay pride marches, the drinking, and I worked gay pride about 2 or 3 years ago. No, probably longer, about 4 or 5 years ago. With one of our friends.
Which friend?
Maeve.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we worked in a bar together, and she had to stay upstairs, and I went downstairs. Because downstairs it was just a bunch of like men with like crotchless underwear on, and it was like very much that kind of scene. So it wasn't really the respect, because people used to let lanterns off. They used to like, you know.
It's like it's changed over the years what it started and what it is now.
And I do agree. Like, you know, you want equal opportunities. You want everything to be the same for everyone. But then, you know, you're shutting off half a city to walk through and be like, look, we're just like you. Well, is it the same for straight people? Do they shut off half a city and be like, oh, we're just the same as you?
I do get what you're saying.
It's kind of one of them.
Yeah.
I don't get involved, nor do I disagree or agree. I just don't. I just live my life. I want to be accepted, so I act how I think.
You will get you accepted.
Yeah.
That's sad though.
My life's
That is
sad.
a little bit sad. Does it matter if your partner's shaved or not?
Where?
Don't know. No, that doesn't bother you? Gay sex, painful or pleasurable?
I was thinking about this the other day. It was because that's something that we like get asked. Well, you should know.
I would not know.
Why do you not know?
Because I haven't.
But why are you so disgusted?
I'm not disgusted. I'm just the fact that you think I have and I haven't.
Your voice is not like Kermit. See that kind of reaction. You know, we get asked these questions all the time. So I'm not, but I'm just.
But if you'd asked me something about what I would do in a relationship with a guy, what I did with a guy, do you know what I mean?
No.
If you'd asked me about my sex life, I wouldn't have got like that. If you'd asked me if that had happened, I would have been, oh.
Yeah, but a lot of women have done that.
No, and I know, and there's nothing wrong with doing that or not doing that. I'm just saying, you said you would know, and I'm like, well, I wouldn't.
But you got so super defensive about it.
What?
If you watch the clip back, you get defensive about it.
This is getting cut out. 100%.
No, it's not. It's
100% getting cut out.
It's interesting. But then we just get asked these all the time. And it's one of them. Like, it depends.
Yeah. I've got a friend who's in a relationship with a guy. She's a girl, and they do it all the time in a normal relationship. And she's
a normal relationship.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
No,
But this what it is.
Yeah.
This is what we have to like deal with.
All I mean is.
You're not to know it. It's not like.
But having sex, including a bum, like the bum, not like a homeless person, that's what I would class as gay sex.
Okay.
Because a girl and a guy would have sex the other way around. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with this. I don't know. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't say it.
It's awkward though, isn't it? You know, because I get this all the time.
Yeah.
And then for straight people, you know, it becomes like, oh, a normal relationship, and it's like, well, is it like?
Yeah, but that's like making out your relationship isn't normal.
Well, this is
that's
interesting.
insulting.
Well, it's interesting.
But I think that's insulting. I feel guilty for saying that, but you know that I love you and Kaysen.
I know that you're like super not like homophobic.
But
like that,
to say that, it sounds really bad. It sounds like I'm being homophobic.
But then I don't get offended by any kind of like gay hate word or anything, unless there's a difference if you say like a normal relationship, or if you've got a knife against my throat and you're like, oh, get in a normal relationship. When I was in university, one of my friends turned around to me and was like, if I hung you out of a window, and the only way you come back in would be like if you said you're straight, like that's more of like a threat. Like when people are like,
that doesn't sound like a friend.
Yeah, well.
Ever wished you were straight?
All the time, even like today, like even yeah. It's
Any reason in particular because of
easier
bully?
life.
Really?
Yeah. Like, you don't
So
say
sad
like,
that.
well, you say that, but like you just said like a normal relationship. You know, it's them kind of like little things. It's walking down the street, walking into the shop. I work in like a hardware store, so it's all like builders.
Yeah.
I went for a run before and there were some kids on the street, and like subconsciously I'm thinking, are they
They're gonna
like
say something.
looking at me or saying something? Cars driving past, like there's always that kind of. Maybe it's just my insecurities.
Yeah, it might not be because of that, because I know a lot of people have anxiety about stuff like that, but that probably triggers it.
Yeah, it's just one of them things. Like, am I mad about it? No. Do I wish I was like straight or could be straight? Then yeah.
Oh.
Like,
Opinion on gay people adopting?
well, you know that we're trying to adopt, so yeah, go for it.
No, I know these are obviously questions that you guys have asked. I already know this.
I think it's a hard one because. Yeah, and again, to get like political, I get super like political. So straight people, I know like a straight couple who are going through like IVF and they get everything on the. So lesbians can just put like, they're not allowed to, but they can put an ad out there and then meet someone and then like turkey base themselves and get pregnant. Straight people.
Is that like sperm donor?
Yeah. So straight people can obviously have sex, and then I know a couple who can't like conceive a child. So they get to go to the NHS and they get to get put on
IVF,
tests
yeah.
and get all this, and they get like 3 rounds for free. And gay people get nothing. And if I was to say to Nicole, would you carry my child? And she used my sperm and someone else's egg, and she carried that child, and then she gave birth to that child, and that child is still legally hers, even though it's got
not a part of it is mine.
Even not like no DNA.
Oh, that is weird.
So I could be, because you can't pay someone to have your child, but you can. Nicole can be like, oh well, I need someone to clean because I can't move. I need someone to pay like what I'm missing out on my rent, so she can claim expenses.
Yeah.
So she can claim like 20 grand back off me, and then be like, oh actually no, I'm keeping the child, and legally you're the mother.
But it's literally
And that's
none
wrong.
of my
DNA.
Yeah, that is weird. I thought that would have been rather yours or the egg's owner, like not owner, like do you know what I mean? Like the 2 people who'd gone together to make the baby. I thought it would have been theirs over the person carrying it.
Yeah. And that's like I feel bad because for gay people, you know, you can't have your own child unless you're super well off, and then you can afford to pay someone.
Or you've got the luxury of someone who is happy to carry it for you and then give you the child or carry it.
But then it's like still kind of a risk.
Yeah, it seems really.
And like even adoption, you've got so much to go through. Like
more than straight people would.
I think they go through the same kind of thing, but still, it's still a lot. Because like straight people, I think would be like one of their last chances, unless they really wanted to adopt a child anyway.
Yeah.
It's like one of their last choices. For us, it's our kind of only choice. So when they're saying like, oh, you've suffered with depression, which I believe like so many people do, and they're like, oh, you can't have a child, then do you know?
Yeah,
you have nothing.
Random people can go and have sex and look after a child, have a child without any questions, rigmarole, nothing.
So yeah, that's my. Taking it.
Well, that was the last question. I feel that was really deep. I feel like we answered some.
I think we should do a round 2 because I'm like getting into the vibe of like I love stuff like this. Like everything we do is like normally quite fun, but I could like talk about stuff.
This is like a serious video for us, but I think it's important. I think we've talked and touched on a lot of important subjects and topics.
It's interesting. I love stuff like this.
Yeah.
We should start a podcast. I'm calling it mine.
If you have enjoyed this video, if you want a part 2, any questions you want to ask River, anything you want to know about his life, things he's grown up with, struggled with, if you're gay and you just want any advice, leave it in the comments below. Myself or River will get back to you. If you do enjoy this video, we will do a part 2. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for answering those questions.
Right.
I feel really touched.
Oh. Proud of you.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!